Hey guys, it's Al here from Vince and Al Podcast, and welcome to another midweek segment. Every time I'm doing a midweek segment, I'm just really excited, get really excited about it. Just we've just done so many, and we hope to continue to do more. Um, Obviously, judging by the title of this midweek segment, I'm going to be talking about. Yes, you read the title correctly. Gordon Hayward, and I typically, Vince and I, we love to pre-record. That's our go-to thing. And this week I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna kind of wing it and see what happens. And this, I wouldn't say this injury happened at the right time, because it's just, I'm gonna give you my thoughts about it, but it is something I think it's worth mentioning and worth talking about and worth sharing with you guys as my audience. Before I get into Gordon Hayward and all those things, I would like to thank each and every one of you subscribers. We got a lot of subscribers with the Vince's midweek segment, which he did a fantastic job on. He was just so enthusiastic about it, and I think that's the reason and sole purpose why or one of the main reasons why we did this podcast channel, because we want to talk about things that we're extremely enthusiastic about, and you guys heard that and you subscribed. So if you hear this, you're hearing our channel for the first time, I'd love for you to subscribe. I loved for you to give this midweek segment a big thumbs up, and check out a lot more of our content. We post on a regular basis. Mondays and Fridays are podcasts, and Wednesdays are our midweek segments. So we just love for you to join our family. So I'm a huge Cleveland Cavaliers fan, if you guys don't know that already. So, I'm sure, you guys know I tuned in tonight. Tonight's Tuesday. This midweek segment's up Wednesday, but it's still relevant. I had to tune in. I had to watch the opening game, and I'm going to be watching plenty of games throughout this season. A lot of national televised games for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And what I wanted to do prior to this was I wanted to give a Cavaliers season rundown. My projections. Who's gonna be the unsung hero? Who's the guy who's going to lead the team with points? Who's going to the guy who leads the team with rebounds? How far we're going to go? All of those things. I wanted to do a season breakdown, and maybe I'll do one later down the road after we do a couple games and I see how the Cavaliers are looking. But watching the Cavaliers game, Cavaliers versus the Boston Celtics, the Boston Celtics just loaded up with a couple superstars, made their own little super team to combat against the Cavaliers in the East, and hopefully the winner of the Western Conference, who is most likely going to be the Golden State Warriors. And one of those superstars that the Boston Celtics acquired was Gordon Hayward. And wow, 4 minutes in, first quarter, it looks like your average play. Kyrie Irving throws up a lob. Gordon Hayward's going up to either dunk or finish it. And I forget already who he bumped into. I'm pretty sure it was LeBron James. And on his way down, he landed awkward. And he snapped his ankle. And right now, I don't know all the details about it. I don't know how long he's going to be out. But judging on how gruesome the injury is, I don't think he's going to be back very soon. First and foremost, my thoughts go out to you, Gordon Hayward. It just shows how quickly things can change. But I wish you the speediest of recoveries, and I want, even though I'm not a Boston Celtics fan, and ultimately I'm rooting against your team, I want you to come back better than ever. I truly, truly do that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. When I saw that, I got angry, and then, it showed, on the court, yes, you're enemies, but there's a brotherhood in the NBA, and obviously the Quicken Loans Arena, predominantly Cleveland Cavaliers fans, people were murmuring and people were just devastated. Even though Gordon Hayward was on the opposing team, we all shared, that pain of, obviously we didn't break our ankles, but you can only imagine how hard this guy's worked in the offseason. How excited he was and how excited the team was and how excited the Boston fans were. And 4 minutes into the first quarter, 4 minutes into your regular season, you go down with a gruesome injury like that. And obviously I hope that nothing else happens like this, throughout the rest of this NBA season, and then just any sport in general. I just hope this doesn't happen, but sometimes it's the least expected. And like I said, it's extremely unfortunate. And I really, really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, wish Gordon Hayward the speediest of recoveries. What this means for the Boston Celtics. Well, Gordon Hayward was a key component to their roster, to their team. He and Kyrie Irving and Al Horford were the three guys who were going to be able to battle up against, the Cleveland Cavaliers. And an injury like this, to anyone, is heartbreaking. But an injury, especially to a guy who was supposed to be one of your main men, especially when he had such high expectations for the season and he goes down the way he did and how early he did, it's devastating, and it kind of drew energy out. And I've been watching the Cavs game, and both teams are out there competing, but I know in the back of their head they're trying to forget this, and it's an unforgettable moment for these guys, and they're always gonna think about this. But it's the Boston Celtics have to do and have to work with what they have now. They have obviously Kyrie Irving. He's now gonna be their guy, and Kyrie Irving, you're getting your wish, young man, young fella. You want to lead a team. Here's your opportunity. You have to seize the moment. I'm a huge Kyrie Irving fan. I want the best for him. But you gotta seize the moment. The Boston Celtics, I know they're still gonna make the playoffs. You just gotta battle your hearts out. You gotta give it everything you have. And as sad as it is, it's the next man up mentality. So young guys such as Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they gotta rise up. Guys who have been there for a little bit, Marcus Smart, Al Horford, they also gotta rise up. They gotta play. They gotta give it everything they have. It's really unfortunate. It really truly is unfortunate, and I've said this countless times throughout this segment. I wish nothing but the best, and my thoughts and my prayers are up to Gordon Hayward. I'm kind of rambling, but it just shows us the delicacy, and I think I've said this in other podcasts and other segments. Life is fragile. And this is a dark thought, but you never know if Gordon Hayward's gonna step on the court again. I know he loves the game, and I know, and I really truly hope that he's gonna come back on this court and be better than ever. That's what I'm truly hoping for, and I know that's what he wants. But right now, tonight and throughout Wednesday and throughout this week, he's just focused on recovering and getting better. And I know he's in great hands, and I know he's going to be back. I truly do. But if there's one lesson that we can pull today, and I already said this before, life is fragile. Life is delicate. And I'm not saying he took things for granted, but it's an example for us that, hey, for me as a soccer player, I don't know if this is going to be my last time stepping on the soccer field, so I got to take advantage of it. I never know if this is the last morning. It sounds dark, but I never know if this is going to be the last morning I wake up. I have to make the most and take advantage of this day. I never know if this is the last time I'll step out of the office of my dream job. And there's countless examples of it, but you just never know. We just have to take advantage of it, and we have to give it everything we have every single day. With that, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. Like I said in the beginning of this podcast, if you're listening to this, you made it all the way through, and you liked what you heard, this is just a snippet of what Vince and I have to offer, and with all the podcasts and segments that we have, and all the podcasts and segments that we will provide to you guys later on down the road. So we'd love for you guys to subscribe. If your thoughts and prayers are out to Gordon Hayward, like this video. Comment down below your opinions, your thoughts on his injury. Your thoughts and prayers to him, and if you found what I had to say, the moral of the story per se, if you found that helpful to you in any way, shape, or form, maybe possibly even share this with you guys. So that's about it for my midweek segment. Like I said, have a splendid rest of your day. See you guys.